back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. And as our guest today was, as she and I were discussing a few episodes ago, it's all about how we feel up here in the mind. So if you're feeling good today, you'll want to take care of your body. If you take care of your body, you feel good. So it's a kind of interactive. To my immediate right, actually, to my right, we don't have anyone else here, so it's going to be Sandy Kane and myself. Sandy is a producer at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, and you've been here for 13 years.
Yeah.
You have some specials now, right?
Oh, yeah, now I want to take a definite steady time slot. I miss television. I miss the obscene phone calls I used to get.
Oh.
Yeah. But, sometimes, that's the way it is. A lot of times you put your phone number up there. There's been some wonderful phone calls also. So a lot of times you remember. But I'm very glad to be back at Manhattan Neighborhood Network and to be on your show because I think you're a wonderful instructor. And like you said before, you're a good student. I'm only as good as the instructor.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm blessed. I really am to be on Yogaxpress. It's wonderful. Like you said, exercise and still your mind.
Yes, moving the body to still the mind. Yes.
Yeah, that is the best therapy. If it wasn't for exercise, I just would probably be on strong medication. But I do the natural brain chemicals, the endorphins, and it really just helps, and it could help everyone watching. And she's wonderful, and it is a wonderful, wonderful practice yoga. It's very popular today.
I love your feathers. Is it part of the earring?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, right.
Nice.
I know.
You should let it show.
Okay.
Beautiful, very nice.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just so glad to be on TV, and I came even with the tights. Man.
That's right. Look at that.
You never know when you're going to run into a class.
That's right. You never know.
I
come prepared like a good
guy.
I
come prepared, and I'm so God said, okay, let's put these two people together
right.
who love exercise and who want to share it with other people to say, just exercise your life because it's so important to put back in the temple. Your body is a temple, and to put back all it gives you.
That's right. And that's what it's all about, folks. If you're stretching with us, or even if you're just watching us today, just remember, a lot has to do with our breathing. In fact, that is step 3 of Ashtanga. Ashtanga is 8 limbs of yoga. Ashtanga yoga, literally, that's what it means. Ashtanga, 8 limbs. And the third limb of yoga, the first limb is social discipline. First it starts with personal discipline, our personal hygiene, how we take care of ourselves. Second is social discipline, how we interact with others. Third is breathing. Only the fourth step is posture practice. Sometimes we get so caught up in the posture practice, we forget the breath part, which is actually why I'm so happy that in the last episode we got some breathing techniques in. Wow. And I noticed that we also naturally, once we learn the techniques, especially the Ujjayi breath, we're starting to use it naturally. So today, what is your request? Actually, may I get your permission? Shall we just proceed and continue with the sequence from what we did yesterday, the last episode? There are some balance postures. We stopped at the spinning wheel, if you recall, right? So there are some balance postures, and we could do all the balance postures today. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balance postures. We could do that and continue with the standing ones. That's what we do here, folks. We share with you a simple postcard with 48 low-impact stretches that I like to call the bridge sequence. I'm going to hold that up for Josiane. And I call the sequence 48 plus because it simply means that you remember it better because it's got 48 postures plus you have the beginning opening with your palms together, and the last one is a corpse posture, the shavasana. When you come to the supine, you actually just flower open into the corpse posture. So, and it's not just about posture practice, but that's where we begin. We move the body to still the mind. The stillness of the mind happens when your body is in good shape. We sleep well. How did you sleep last night, actually, I wanted to ask?
Not too good.
Oh.
Because I'll tell you, I had a lot of anxiety about today, and sometimes you really can't get rid of the anxiety. You have to live with it, and that's why I love love television. Television, that's why I'm
Relaxes
back.
you.
It just really helps when I can't sleep. So you have something to eat, you watch TV,
Right.
and TV is, for me, the greatest thing in the world. So, and
I'm
to
glad
be
you
on
did.
television and to share it with people out there, yoga, which is such a great therapy, you know?
It does help a lot. And we're doing it mindfully. That's the only difference. There are lots of studios out there. You can go and practice in any of the studios. Some of them are less expensive than others. But the important thing is you need, in between your classes at the studios, you need somewhere to practice and to share the energy. You can come right here, stretch with us. So we'll give you that postcard. We'll share with you a copy of my third title, Yoga Secrets. And we'll also share, Yoga Secrets has 2 + 8 ailment-specific cards inside. So you've got 2 cards that tell you about the full sequence, the steps, how to get in and out safely. And you've got 8 cards to address 8 common ailments. So for asthma, to help delay or prevent asthma, we're not promising any miracle cures. We're just talking about preventive healthcare. And in fact, this might be a good time to just explain, through you, Sandy, to explain to our viewers. This sequence, this particular program is more about preventive healthcare. So for example, if you know of immediate family members in your bloodline who have either asthma, arthritis, diabetes, constipation, all the common everyday ailments, but you may not have any of those, but you can be sure, like I have all these ailments in my family, in my immediate bloodline, but I don't have any yet, but it's in my genes. So what we do right here, by practicing these postures, for instance, chest openers for asthma, knee benders for arthritis, I'm helping delay the inevitable. So if someday if I'm going to be overcome by arthritis, I just hope that at least for a few more years, I can stay healthy.
I would not definitely go with just because it's in your bloodline.
It may not happen, right?
No, but I think if you exercise, it's the best thing for your immune system.
That's right.
Because your blood is circulating, you're sweating it out.
And all this lymph fluids flowing under your skin with detoxing with
definitely. I really don't agree with that. And, because you really can't, just because they didn't exercise, they didn't do yoga.
It may not happen. What I'm saying is it's in our genes.
Yes.
So at some point, for instance, if there's someone in my bloodline with asthma, I may have it in my genes. If I'm unfortunate enough and let's say I haven't exercised, I'm in a very dusty part of town, those dormant genes can get triggered if I'm not careful. So the more I exercise, that's where exactly the point you brought up. The more I exercise, keep my chest.
You want to do it almost every day.
That's right. Actually, we really should be doing it.
Because you're eating and sleeping every day. That's why I took off today. I said, no, there are other things in my life besides exercise.
There was a reason why you were off today.
And because I wanted to get back on television,
Right.
and there's more to life than exercise. See, some people, it's hard for them to exercise. Me, it's hard not to exercise.
There you go.
So because, I don't feel good, man. But I definitely took off today.
That's Newton's third law, too. In fact, there's a commercial with that line. A body in motion stays in motion. Body at rest stays at rest. It's Newton's law of motion anyway. So, the more you exercise, the more you want to exercise, right?
Well, I just...
That's where you get your highs from.
I do, and it keeps, like I said, I was in Germany. I could not do the job without, I belonged to, I forgot the name of the gym, but when I saw it, it was like, first I saw McDonald's,
Right.
Dunkin' Donuts, and I said, is there a gym around here? Because someone told me. And I looked, and there was a big dome in Berlin. And I went up there, man, and the rest is history. I started spinning with Stephen in America, Stefan in Berlin,
Right.
and a little kickbox, everything in German, but all the music was American. And that made me do the show. Otherwise, the breathing,
Right.
When you exercise, you breathe.
You need to breathe.
Yeah, and I couldn't breathe, man. I just couldn't breathe. Exercise is the greatest thing in the world for people.
That's right. Before we start stretching today, we'd like to acknowledge our director, Josiane Hurd. Josiane, thank you for being there when we needed you most. Malik Parker is responsible for the gobos and the studio lights and settings. And we also have opening track from Saptatandavam, the 3 ohms that you heard in the beginning and the rustling of leaves and the birds chirping in the background, sound of waterfalls. That's from a track called Saptatandavam. And the body music by Cesar de Para. So that said, Sandy and I are going to start stretching. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. We started with standing postures. Now we're going to take you through some balanced postures. Remember, in balanced postures, the most important thing is to look at a point in front of you that does not move. So you want to stay focused. And in order to do that, you need, your mind has to stay really focused. So it helps concentration, helps your breathing technique, because when you're breathing right, you're able to focus on one point. When you focus on one point, your balance stays. So just keep that in mind. We'll take you through 5 simple balance postures. Josiane, this is for you. We are going to stand up, and we're going to, Sandy and I are going to go through some simple balance postures. The first one is called Vrikshasana. Vriksh means tree. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Turn your left knee out to the side. Right hand goes on the right hip for balance. Already right there. And actually this tip I learned from watching village women in India. They would carry a pot on their head. And when they walk, they'd actually have 3 and 4 pots on their head. And it's full of water or yogurt or whatever it is. And their hands would be balanced like this. So when your hands are out, you stay balanced. So now we're going to stand on one leg. So one hand, right hand on the right hip. Turn the left knee out to the side. So raise your left heel. Inhale, lift your left foot up. And then attach the sole of the left foot. Hold on to the left ankle. Attach the sole of the left foot to the inside of the upper right thigh. You don't have to go that high. You can place it at the calf or at your right ankle. You just want to avoid your knees. You don't want your patella, your kneecap, you don't want it to shift. So attach it to the inside of the upper right thigh. Left knee is out. Now, look at a point that doesn't move. I'm going to look at the camera in the center. Place both palms in front of you. If you need to use props today, that's fine too. Use the back of a chair. Actually, what I'm going to do, it's probably been a while. Watch your knee, Sandy. You want to be careful. Now, depending on which side, right?
This is great.
Yes, use a chair. For those at home who have not done this posture in a while, please feel free to use a little bit of help. Now, I'm going to bring my left foot up. Once your foot is nice and secure, bring both your palms. In Sandy's case, she's using the chair, so she can bring one palm in front of her chest. So, Sandy, you'd have your palm like this. Oh, very nice. Good. Look at a point ahead that doesn't move. And then if you want to take this a step further, take your palms up. Viewers out there, just know that we are holding our postures longer. We're workshopping them just for you. If you come out of a posture, get right back in. Do not give up on yourself. And then if you want to go a step further, open up your palms and then hold it right there. We're like trees. Sorry, Sandy. We're like trees opening up. Now, palms back together. And those who are at home, stretching with us at home or holding these postures, if you want, you can also try closing your eyes. That's the tough part. We won't do that on camera. Bring your palms down. Very gently, lower your left foot, and then we're going to shift to the other foot. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Place your left hand on your left hip, and this time you may want, whichever works for you is fine. Okay. Turn your right knee out to the side. Inhale. Lift your right foot up. Attach, hold on to your right ankle. Attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of the upper left thigh. Now, when you're ready, when you feel nice and centered, place both palms in front of your chest. The palms are pressed in. Remember, raise your elbows. And then inhale, lift your arms up. Take your arms up, hold it right there. Now, if you're able to take your arms all the way up, but still keep your palms together, that's good. For me, this is as far as I can go. And then bring your palms out. Open up your palms and hold. Tree or Vriksh. Place both your palms together. Exhale and release. Very gently. Lower the right leg. And we're done with one balanced posture. That's tree or Vriksh. So we've done the stretch on both sides. We've held this posture on both legs. Neither of us really fell out. If we did wobble a little, we got right back in. That's important. Don't give up on yourself. Now, we're going to bring the right foot in front of you. Take the left foot back. Both feet face the front of the room. And for this one, you may not even need this chair, but I'm going to place it right here, because that's where we are going to go forward. You may not even need it, actually. And maybe you want to go back. Just in case you don't need it, it might even be in your way. I'm going to keep it between both of us. That's it. So either of us may need it. Make sure that the front of both your feet face the front of the mat. Now, lean forward. So you're bringing your weight on your right leg this time. So raise the left heel. You're off of your left heel. So left heel is up. Inhale, press your palms together. Inhale, take your palms up. And then we're going to lean our body weight Exhale, dip the torso, lift the left leg. Now I'm going to look at a point a little closer to me this time because we're going down. So usually I would look at the mic. Inhale. Let's come up. Very gently. Raise the upper body, lower the left leg. Exhale and release. Let's switch legs. On this leg, now that we know, that's half the battle, Sandy, I've found. If we know what's the next posture that's coming on, it becomes so much easier. That's why we all feel when we stretch on the other side, we feel a little more comfortable because half the tension is gone. You don't know what to expect, and that's where the stress builds up. Now, transfer your weight to the left leg. So you're coming forward, raise your right leg up. And I'm going to keep this chair right here. Press your palms in front of your chest. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, lower the torso, raise the right leg. Tula danda literally means balancing scales. Danda is stick or scale. Inhale, let's come up, lower the right leg. Exhale and release. Now if you fall out of a posture as I just did, because it was end of the posture, I don't need to go back into it, but normally if you did fall out, get right back in. I cannot stress that enough. Now transfer your weight to the left leg this time. Left hand on the left hip, and we probably don't need that anymore. We'll keep it close enough just in case. Left hand on the left hip. Inhale, raise the right foot, hold on to the right big toe with your right hand, and then exhale and extend. Now, Sandy, I don't know about you, but I don't usually go out to the side, but there are participants who like to do that. So those of you who want to do that, well, that's right. This is good enough for me. I'm fine there. Let's try that one more time, this time consciously. Very nice. Hold on. Yeah, you can use the big toe or you can hold on to your foot, whatever works for you. The idea is to feel the stretch in the back of your leg. We can give it a shot. Let's see if we can try and go to the side. Then exhale and very gently release. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Inhale, raise the left foot up. Hold on to either the left big toe or you can hold on to the whole foot if you like. Exhale and extend. And then you can try and take it out to the side. Now you should feel a stretch in the back of your left leg. If you don't feel it, it's probably too easy for you. You might want to straighten your leg out. Exhale and release. Now even with my knee bent, and with Sandy too, even with our knees bent, we still feel a stretch in the back of the leg. That's the purpose of this posture. This is Uttita Pada. Uttita means raised, Pada is foot. Two more balanced postures. Transfer your weight to the right leg this time. Right hand on the right hip. Hold on to your left ankle from behind. Now remember, this is an open studio. Those who are passing by, who watch our show every now and then, are welcome to come stretch with us. Inhale the right arm up when you feel nice and secure. Exhale, dip your torso, raise your left knee. Hold it. Look at a point that doesn't move. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale and release. Now this is another posture where if you do need it, feel free to use a chair or something in front of you, so when you lower down, you can rest very lightly on that. Left hand on the left hip. Monica, feel free to join us. Hold on to your right ankle with the right hand. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip your torso, raise your right knee. Nataraj Asana. As we lower the torso, our gaze comes closer and closer, so we need to look at something closer. I'm looking at the mic on the floor. Inhale, let's come up, lower the right leg, and then the arm. Typically in these postures, when you practice them at home, you would be transitioning one into the other. We are workshopping it for you, so we are holding it longer, and we're not transitioning. We're doing the full posture and then doing the next posture in its entirety. And next one. Normally when we come out of Nataraj, instead of putting our right leg on the floor, we would wrap it around the left knee. But now we're going to take you into that next posture separately. transfer your weight to the left leg. Left hand on the left hip, just for now. And cross, actually you don't even need that because we're going to move the arms too. Cross your right foot, right knee over the left. Wrap your right foot around the left calf. Right knee is up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right. Twine your palms together and hold. Inhale, let's come up. Untangle your legs and then untangle your arms. And let's switch to the other side. Now, you're very comfortable. You don't want to come out of that.
Oh.
Transfer your weight.
Relax.
It is relaxing, right? Transfer your weight to the right leg this time. Cross the left knee over the right. And then, in fact, I may have to let go of my right hand because I'm going to help my knee over. And then wrap your left foot around the right calf or ankle. Left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left arm, and I find one side, the other side cooperates more for me as far as my arms are concerned. This side's a little tighter. Garudasana. Garuda is eagle. Inhale, straighten your knees, untangle your legs, and then undo your arms, and relax. Shake it out a little bit. We're done with the balance postures. There are only 5 standing balance postures in this sequence, 48 plus. But the amount of energy it generates within Sandy and me right now, I can feel the internal sweat because we are really trying to focus. I'm trying to keep my voice down and I'm trying to stay really positioned on one spot. Bring your heels, the insides of your feet and your heels, the insides of both your feet are parallel to each other. Now you want to make sure we are actually going to take you into a standing forward fold. It's a full fold and it's called Uttanasana. Uttan literally means standing forward fold. It's just a forward fold. So inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead. This time cross your palms over, hold on to the opposite elbows. Some of the postures we actually workshop for you right here are so simple, almost simplistic, that you feel, why didn't I think of that? It's all to do with the breath. Now exhale, fold from the hip. Remember, it's exhale as you go down, forward and down, inhale as you come up. Very gently, this time we're going to transition, lower your hands. So from Uttan into downward facing dog. Both palms on the floor, 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. And Sandy, you'd remember this posture from a couple of episodes ago?
Yes.
The downward facing dog. Now dip your head between your biceps. Exhale, press your heels down. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Keep breathing through the belly. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Ashvasanchala, right knee is on the floor. Ashwini is horse, Ashvasanchala, equestrian. Both palms on the left knee. Exhale and dip. We have about 3 minutes left, so I think we're doing really well. We have a couple of postures, and tomorrow, the next episode, we'll continue where we stopped today. Now, Ashwini or Ashvasanchala, Ashwini is horse as I explained. Now we're going to transition into Parsva Kona Namaskara. Parsva is intense, Kona is corner, Namaskara is prayer. Now remember, when we dip the hip the way we are doing now, we also feel this wonderful stretch in our quad muscles, the front of the upper right thigh. Left knee is up, inhale the right arm up, exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place the left palm on top of the right. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Intense prayer twist. Hold it. It's all in the holding and breathing as we hold. So every time we twist, we do a lot of exhales. And remember, inhale happens. Now let's come out of that very gently. Let's switch legs. This is one of the few postures where we get to switch while we are in the posture. Bring the left knee back and get the right knee forward. Wiggle your right foot as far forward as you can. So with both palms on your knee, exhale and dip. Right knee is up. Inhale the left knee up, left hand, the other hand. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right knee. Place your right palm on top of the left. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. You should feel this beautiful, beautiful twist in your obliques. On one side you stretch, other side you twist. Inhale, let's come out of that. We have time for one more posture, possibly two, but I think we'll stop. Take the right knee back. While we're in this posture, the cat or Marjorie, we'd like to thank our crew. It is good. We'll start tomorrow's episode with this.
I love this, my favorite.
Curl your toes in, and we're going to dip the torso, lift the chin, chest, and buttocks as we inhale. And then we'll uncurl the toes and arch the back as we exhale. While we're in this position, I'd like to thank our director, Josiane Hurd, and our crew, George Soterelis, Malik Parker for the studio lights and the sound system opening track from Sapta Tandavam, and body music by Cesar Di Para. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to inhale. Make sure your toes are curled in. Inhale and dip. Exhale, uncurl the toes, arch the back. Let's try that one more time. Curl your toes in, inhale and dip. Uncurl your toes, arch your back. Let's come into neutral position. Maybe we can steal another couple of seated postures, but tomorrow's episode we will start with these postures so you're not missing anything just yet. Turn to face the front left of the mat. Place your palms on your buttocks and push your elbows back. Once again, like in the standing back bend, you're opening up your pectorals and your intercostal muscles right there, so it helps you enhance your lung power. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chin up. Ustra or camel. Exhale. Glide your hands one at a time down the back of your thighs. Reach for the right heel with the right hand. Left hand reaches for the left heel. And then tilt your head back and tilt your pelvis forward. Now you don't have to go all the way. You can place your palms somewhere down the back of your legs. That's perfectly okay. You'll still feel the effect. You'll feel the strengthening of the low back. You'll feel your chest opening up. Keep breathing very gently. Let's come up. Let's come out. We probably will get to close with a seated forward fold, but we're going to first do one more slight back bend. Lower one elbow down at a time. From Ustra or camel, I'm going to take you through Vajra Asana. Supta Vajra, supine diamond. Lower the right elbow and then the left. Once both the elbows are down, tilt your head back. Now if you're feeling very strong today, bring your knees close together. If you feel you're a little tired, you want to break, bring your knees out. I'm going to try to keep my knees at midpoint. If I can, bring them close. Supta Vajra, supine diamond. Very gentle.